Yo, what is up, you guys? Over there partying like every day is your birthday, because we got another one for you guys today. We got part 2 of Best Anime of 2021. If you guys didn't go see part 1, make sure you go check it out before you watch this one, because how you finna watch part 2 before you watch part 1? That's just weird, bro. There's definitely something wrong with you if you be doing that shit. But without further ado, we are gonna hop right in. We got 8 more left for the Best Anime of 2021. Part 1 was insane. So I'm hoping for absolutely nothing less for this top 8. And without further ado, we are just gonna hop right into it, man. Go.
You JoJo, innit?
If you think you can graduate from this school without kissing my cock, you are dead wrong.
What? Yeah, that's probably all we need. Watch on JoJo.
At this point, I'm just convinced Studio Wit have hacks enabled.
Why didn't you guys... Yo, this is number 7. I wonder why he only barely went into JoJo. All the other ones he talked about so much. That's weird. That's the only one he barely did anything on. I wonder why.
I did wrong.
At this point, I'm just convinced Studio Wit have hacks enabled because I don't think it's actually possible for them to make a bad show. Vivi was just a showcase of what happens when you have a top tier production in every aspect. Take a time travel Terminator plotline with a badass female cyborg
Dude, her blood is
written
oozing.
by the guy who wrote ReZero with Wit absolutely smurfing on the animation, and what you have is a complete
this
ride
one
from start to finish. This year was the year of anime original shows.
This shit does look
a prime
tough.
example of what happens when it goes right. This felt like watching a Hollywood blockbuster production in anime form, and my god, was it a joy to see.
Yo, we reacted to this fight scene on the channel. One of the toughest fight scenes we've seen when it comes to just straight... Oh, come on, bro. This one, that's probably as good as we're gonna get. But this scene right here, amazing hand-to-hand combat in this one. Just is a joy to watch this scene.
Pretty much the only negative thing I can say about
it is the man's E for everyone.
Great, but doesn't do anything exceedingly great. Animation, writing, characters, music. This was a top contender for pretty much every category, while having a show or two that did a better job in one of those aspects. It's the master of everything, but grandmaster of none. And the fact that it's number 7 is more of a testament to how tough the competition was in the top 10, rather than how much of an all-around banger this series was.
Number 6.
Prepare to Cry edition.
Dark Souls?
No amount of emotional prep can prepare you. To Your Eternity follows the journey of an immortal, shape-shifting object gaining sentience from the people and experiences it encounters. There's a poetic
I don't like
beauty
that.
in watching something that's the furthest thing from what you can call mortal, discovering its own humanity from the small pieces of everyone it meets.
This is Dark Souls?
A single episode, a single arc, you know how the series is going to play out. You prepare for the worst with everyone it meets, but it breaks you down anyway, because it just carries this emotional weight that pulls down on your heart no matter how strong it is. What does it mean to live forever?
Some
what
big
is there
tears
to
for
be
a
scared
little
of
girl,
when
man.
death isn't a fear? How do you go on living when everything around you does not? To Your Eternity erects this wall around your
To
heart,
Your
tears
Eternity.
it down, helps you build it back up just so it can shatter it over and over again. But every time you let it, because like Fushi, a part of that journey sticks with you with every new wall that you build. For a lot of us,
That's a
there
soup-ass
is
wolf.
nothing more frightening than death. But to me, there's something inherently beautiful about taking a being that cannot die and teaching it what it means to be alive.
I like that, man. I'm pretty sure this was one of the anime openings that got blocked that I reacted to that you guys sent my way. Woo, this shit be heat, man. Also one of my favorite anime openings that I've seen, man. Just love the beat and the visuals they got with this one.
There's something inherently beautiful about taking a being that cannot die and teaching it what it means to
Let's
be
go,
alive.
Goop, run it back, man.
For years now, Chinese animation has been knocking at the door of the anime community for one massive hit, one super sensation. And in 2021, we
This
went
shit look
with,
extra beautiful
is
in
this what I
this.
think it is?
A succulent Chinese meal.
Link Click doesn't fuck around when it comes to introducing you to its premise. From the very first shot, we are shown the rules, we are shown the characters, we understand the stakes. The curtains roll, the stage is set, and you're thrust headfirst into a super wild ride.
Oh, we
The
just
concept
get right
immediately
into it?
grabs you, pulls you in, and refuses to let go. You're put on the first episode, 5 minutes pass, and then you finish episode 5. Time travel is a concept that's been explored to hell and back, but it's genuinely refreshing and addicting when you find an angle that hasn't been done before.
all that
and
movement
Link Click
back there.
capitalizes on this to the fullest. I know there's gonna be that one comment saying, "Hey Giga, this isn't really anime." And, well, I mean, you can watch the official Japanese Aniplex dub if that makes you happy, because I think this is just gonna be the start of high quality Chinese animation having more of a presence.
Well, they got
in
some
the
basketball in
anime
here.
community.
Damn! Oh my god. Buddy better never touch a basketball again after that.
Watch the official Japanese Aniplex dub if that makes you happy, because I think this is just going to be the start of high quality Chinese animation having more of a presence.
Oh my goodness, this man hit the whole ass ground. He just fell on his
In the anime
ass.
community.
That is a tough ankle breaker right there, bro.
Chinese.
Number 4. Hey, I forgot about this
We get
one.
told the phrase,
Definitely
"Never judge
gotta
a book
be
by
on
its
here.
cover," time and time again. And then
Y'all, I hope this man explains the little goop dot. None of you guys, I've asked a couple of times, bruh, what the hell is that little goop, you know, shit, the mask shit? You know what I'm saying? Because I saw one thing with it, and everybody talked to the goop shit, and then the goop shit talked to the king. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is. No one was able to explain. So I really hope Gagoop does that.
cover time and time again, and then time and time again we
Oh,
go,
getting teed up.
"What the fuck is this stupid children's cartoon doing on my seasonal anime channel?"
That! Look at that!
On the surface, Ranking of Kings looks like your typical cheesy fairy tale of a deaf prince fighting against all odds to become the greatest king in the world. I mean, just look at this little munchkin. What could possibly go wrong? Then episode 2 comes out and you see this guy's entire clan gets massacred while he escapes, only to be rewarded by the sight of his dead mother's corpse being paraded around. This guy
That's
gets to see
his
dad's
mom?
frozen body get crushed into mush, fucking beheads a bird, and is forced to drink the blood from his head. This fucker just goes ahead and chops off his own hand clean off after a fight. The entire thing looks like a children's storybook, but the things that happen in it can be anything but. Through all the cute, wholesome moments, this is a mature tale with complex, multifaceted characters that are always more than meets the eye. You got people like the Queen Mother, the typical evil stepmom you see in every fucking Disney movie who's scheming to give her own son the throne at any cost. Except when it's shown she just doesn't want to give the insane pressure of becoming king to her disabled stepson, and actually loves and cares for him as much as her real son. And you can find examples like this all over the show. As soon as you think you know a character, they'll do something unexpected that adds an extra layer of depth to them. People with minimal lines feel like they have a complexity to them that most shows can't give in an entire season. Even the slimiest person has their morals.
That looks
Even
like
the most noble
Waluigi.
of people can be slimy. Ranking of Kings is an absolute masterclass in storytelling. It feels like a storybook, yet plays out like a historical epic written by George R.R. Martin. This could very much be an anime of the year 2022 in the making if the second half follows through with everything this first half has built up. This is an incredible show I almost missed myself because of my preconceptions, so I swear to God, this is the last time I'll be judging a book by its cover.
Shout out, man. Yeah, I thought this one was a lot more. You know, I knew it definitely had to have some action. All anime usually have some type of action in it. I mean, yeah, they got some type of action in it. You know what I'm saying? Might not be with sword, but they got that action. But that's crazy. I was not expecting this one to have shit like cutting your hand off and crazy stuff like that. Okay, so y'all, what I'm guessing is they said that shit was his relatives, the Goobity Goop Gops. So what I'm guessing is they also said he was disabled. I'm guessing he's disabled and he can't talk to anybody else but the Goop Got Balls. So the Goop Got Balls communicate with him and the people communicate with the Goop Got. That's my prediction, and that's what I'm guessing that shit is, bro.
With everything this first half has built up. This is an incredible show I almost missed myself because of my preconceptions, so I swear to God, this is the last time I'll be judging a book
Look like
by
he
its
just
cover.
snorted some shit, bro. Oh my goodness. Hey, the taxi guy. He won, y'all.
What is this stupid furry bait doing on my
I'm not gonna
seasonal
spoil it.
anime
Go
chart?
see one of the videos I posted for the Anime Awards.
Odd Taxi cemented the sentiment this year that the best shows came from the most unlikely of places. On the surface, this looks like the furthest thing from Anime of the Year contender material, but Odd Taxi doesn't need fancy
That's what I was
animation,
saying.
aesthetic character designs, or a big studio budget behind it because it has the audacity to just try and carry itself with sheer engrossing writing, which it does. Where most shows fail to absorb you in a single plot line, Odd Taxi manages to engross you in 10, with grounded characters and dialogue so punchy it'll make you sit down and go, damn. Word got hands. It's a show that treats you with more of a level of respect than I treat my best friends. Taste in food, there's no hand-holding here. You are shown what you are needed to be shown, one scene, one piece of dialogue at a time. This shot showed this item, okay, this piece goes here. That character mentioned that thing, okay, so that piece goes there. Piece by piece, this puzzle starts
I
to
remember
unravel
Gagook
itself.
talked about all
What
of this
seems
before,
like a
man.
pool of unconnected storylines slowly starts to form a coherent whole. But the full picture is never clear until the very last moment where the show stands up, takes off its bathrobe, and cock slaps you faster than you can say, do you want my rod?
I don't know if I want that.
The climactic
I don't know if I
ending
want
didn't
either of
just
that.
land on 2 feet. It did a double twisting somersault in the process. Back
Bro, the
as an
taxi man's
encore,
losing
then
his
bowed
money.
out to a serenade of applause.
The
It shows
taxi
like this
man!
that just reaffirm my faith in anime. It shows me that there are still creators out there willing to make original, provocative works of art in an industry saturated with mediocrity.
Bro, about to take a
and
selfie?
pandering, and that there is still someone out there who is willing to take the risk to approve it. No matter how much I'll gravitate
Y'all ain't gonna grab that
to the
money?
100th isekai or the next big
I don't know about
shonen
y'all, but I need
powerhouse,
that
it's
shit.
finding gems like these that keep me coming back. And I hope to God that they never stop being made.
Damn, bro. This thing does look pretty cut. Yo, this guy also, I'm about to spoil it, so if you don't want to hear it, then don't listen. But the taxi driver got protagonist of the year in the Anime Awards, man, which is kind of crazy to me. I've never actually heard this dude say one word in any of the stuff we've seen with him, I'm pretty sure. But still, I do love the concept of this one, how they have a bunch of little pieces and that they all just pull them together at the end. A bunch of different storylines, a bunch of different characters and everything like that. I think it's pretty cool, you know what I mean? That you also, you know, maybe if you don't like this storyline, well, maybe you'll like this, and this one. If you don't like this character and what they're doing, well, maybe you'll like this, and this one. So maybe it gives a little bit of something to everyone to enjoy,
Be my
you know?
best friends. Taste in food, there's no hand-holding here. You are shown what you are needed to be shown, one scene.
What the hell? I already watched this shit. I don't want to watch it again.
That they never stop being made.
Attack on Titan.
The ending of Breaking Bad.
Gagook, hey, I just want to say real quick, much respect to you for not putting this shit first, bro. I know it's a good anime, but damn, bro, every single mother fluffing list I see got this shit at #1. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see something different. What a guy.
The ending of Breaking Bad, the original Star Wars trilogy, the conclusion to the Infinity War saga. I don't think in my history of being an anime fan has it felt like a show transcended from just being a simple anime to a full-blown cultural event.
Now, I'm sorry,
That's
the Iron Man
exactly what I
Endgame
felt
definitely
watching
is
the
that
final
gas.
season of Attack on Titan. I went into the year thinking the hype couldn't peak harder than it did at the end of Season 3, but Attack on Titan Season 4 dropped so hard, my grandma thought the Germans had come back. It's rare to see a series with the balls to attempt a story with the sheer scale and ambition of the plot on display here, and it's even rarer to see one that actually manages to follow through with it. To call this season a new look would be an understatement, because until you saw some familiar faces, no one would even blame you for thinking you put on the wrong fucking show, and even then you still probably wouldn't recognize them. Mikasa went, new hair.
I'm saying, bro, I was utterly confused. You guys had to explain so much stuff to me when we first watched this one. And, you know, in my opinion, so don't get your old panties in a twist. All right, it's my motherfluffing opinion. So go kick some motherfluffing rocks if you don't agree. We can just agree to disagree. I did not like the story change. I honestly liked it way more, the character and the storyline, how it was working before. I didn't like how they changed sides. I feel like it made it all confusing, and it was just a little too much. I haven't seen Season 4 Part 2, so that might have brought it back and really just hit home with it. But that's just one season by itself. I feel like it was just so out there and so far away from the other storyline with the, you know, the future and everything, and we lost so much character development from the characters, and it changed so much. It just was not one that I enjoyed that much. I liked it better the first 3 seasons. Now, like I said, Season 4 Part 2 might have brought that back for me. You know, maybe it just needed that other season to just equal it out, but for me, it was like 3 seasons, and then there's one just random one in the middle of nowhere, you know?
Because until you saw some familiar faces, no one would even blame you for thinking you put on the wrong fucking show. And even then, you still probably wouldn't recognize them. Mikasa went, new haircut, who dis? Erin's gone from, hello sir,
I think
nice
Mikasa
to
looked
meet you,"
exactly
to,
the damn
"Oh,
same."
Maria isn't the only thing getting smashed tonight. And Armin is...
What?
finally taller than everyone else. The villains we hated are now our heroes, and the heroes we looked up to are now the villains. New characters, new settings, new conflict, an entirely new genre of show, and it somehow feels like this was the only direction the story could have ever gone. Just how? Seeing the evolution of Attack on Titan from season 1 has not just been a delight for recent shows I've seen, but one of the biggest delights I've had as an anime fan, period. Regardless of how it ends, this has done what few series will ever be able to do. And whether it lands on 2 feet or falls flat on its face this coming year, you bet your ass I'm gonna be chomping down on that popcorn the entire way.
Shout out. Number 1, who's taking it?
I don't think it's an understatement to say
What was-
that in all my
what
years
was
of
that?
being an isekai fan, keeping faith while wading through the dozens of the same copy-paste shows for the last decades, that this was the show I was waiting for. Mushoku Tensei isn't just amazing for an isekai, it isn't just amazing for a fantasy, it is just an
It's the show! Dude, I'm so glad this man put this shit on number 1. Y'all, I ended up watching this shit. Like I said, if y'all didn't know yet, I saw a random clip of this on TikTok. One of the most tough-ass fight scenes I've ever seen. Literally, right after I saw it, I was like, bro, I'm going to watch this show. Binged watch it pretty much in 2-3 days. I'm not gonna lie, there's some weird ass shit in it. There's some weird ass scenes. This is not the type of show, bro, you could watch in your living room with your parents or your friends. You gonna have to watch this shit in your room under the covers, you know what I'm saying, with some headphones in. But there is some, with that shit aside, there is some amazing scenes, amazing storyline that goes into it. Really, bro, one of my favorite shows. I really did enjoy this one. So if you guys haven't seen it, listen to this man Gagook and go check this one out. I'm telling y'all, this shit top tier, bro.
amazing show.
Respect
It's been
for
such
putting
long
that
time
shit at
since
number
I
1,
watched
man.
Something that awoke that pure, childish sense of adventure. That just made me feel like I was going on a grand adventure with my friends, getting completely lost in a totally new world. The world sucks you in and immerses you. The water magic feels almost alive. You can feel the scorched air of the desert landscape. It's another world that's been stunningly crafted and carefully brought to life. I can't begin to talk about how good of a job the newly formed Studio Bind did. You see this?
Oh my goodness. Y'all see that shit
Throwaway
top?
training scene. This spread has more care put into it than the entirety of 7 Deadly Sins Season 3, but it
my
maintains
God,
this
that's some
quality
fresh-ass
through
looking
every
bread.
second of its runtime. The series has the best action scenes, the best
That scene
dance
right there,
scenes,
that's the
best
one I
subtle
saw, y'all.
character moments, the best bread scenes. But it goes beyond just animation. The music, the cinematography, the voice acting, they invented not just 1 but 2 made-up languages for different races of this fictional world, which can and has been translated, which is absolutely insane.
Really?
There's an episode which is like 80% spoken in made-up languages just to further immerse you in this world. Studio Bind poured their fucking hearts into every single little detail, and it shows. Each frame has more love and care put into it than most anime get in an entire season, but behind this masterful craft, there's also just a real heart behind the story being told here. Being a part of Rudius' long journey of learning from his mistakes of his previous life is just an absolute joy to be a part of. There are many things about our protagonist that will understandably put people off the show, and look, I get it.
I
And
told
don't
y'all,
stand
bro,
by
this
it
some
either,
weird-ass
because
shit,
let's not
man.
forget, he's this guy. But the series never lets you forget how flawed of a guy he
I'm
is,
telling y'all,
and
there's
every
some
tiny
weird
lesson he
ass
learns,
shit, bro.
every small thing he does to change his actions
Oh
for the
my
better.
gosh,
Just makes you want
bro.
to stand up and go, yes, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. This isn't a show where I found myself projecting on the main character.
That's
but
the
instead
thumbnail
cheering
right
him
there.
on to become a better person. This is no longer the self-insert isekai. It's a self-reflection isekai, and I think this is true for every single person in this show. His dad, kind of an asshole, but learns from it because parents are still human after all. Eris, well,
Nah,
she's
his
your
dad's a
typical short,
straight
fused,
asshole,
violent
though.
tsundere bitch you've seen in every other anime. So, what happens?
Oh
She gets
my!
the shit beaten out of her. Now she knows there are times to be patient. Characters learn and grow from their mistakes. Everyone is on their own personal journey. You see people, flawed people, fighting to be the best person they can be. After all this time, I finally understood what isekai was meant to be about. A story that didn't just ignore a person's previous life, but used it as a stepping stone to find the path to a better one. A series
be someone
that didn't
he
just show
always
you another
wanted to be,
world,
you know?
But made you feel like you were a part of it. This is what I watch isekai for. This is what animation was made for, and this is why I goddamn fucking love anime. Isekai trash? Nah. I only watch isekai treasure.
Shout out, man. Sure. Jobless Reincarnation, you guys. Awesome one. Damn.
But anyway, I've talked for far too long already.
Damn, what is
Cut out
this?
So many other shows I enjoyed, but didn't have enough to say
That beach
about.
was hella
We got
clean.
it all this year. The good, the bad, the ugly, the weird, the epic, the funny, and the downright beautiful. It's been an up and down year for me overall, but it's been you guys that have helped me get through it. And whether 2021 was
Always,
a great
man,
year for
always,
you or
always.
not, you can't deny it. It was a pretty great year for anime.
100%, man. Shout out to Gagook for the absolutely amazing video. I really appreciate you guys for sending this one my way. Man, just absolute respect to him, you guys. That was the last thing I was expecting. I did not mean to stop on that, bro. But that was this was the last show I was expecting for this man to put his #1. You know what I mean? Some lists have it on there, but not usually this high up. So just shout out to him, you guys. For real. If you haven't seen it, like I said, viewer discretion is advised. Some weird ass shit in there. It's like Hunter x Hunter. Kinda. Actually, it's probably a little bit weirder than Hunter x Hunter, but when Hizuka, you know how he be on his weird shit sometimes? Imagine that, but a little bit more graphic. I'm gonna let you guys know there's some weird ass shit in there, but really, when it comes to the actual storyline of it, the character development of it, just absolutely top tier. Love the fight scenes, love the animation, and a great overall anime, man. Hope you guys did enjoy that list. Let me know out of part 1 and part 2 which one was y'all's favorite in the 2021 series, and I can't wait to see what 2022 has to offer, man. Every year I feel like, you know, we double in greatness when it comes to the animation and storyline of these anime, man. So imagine how it's gonna be in like 5-10 years. We gonna be getting some top tier type of stuff. But hope to see you guys in the next video, man, and make sure you party and like it's your birthday, bro. Deuces. On the road to 25K, please join the community of world changers. If not, it's all good. Have an amazing day, bro. Deuces.